Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie and I'm so excited for today's video because we are starting Project Pan. Now, if you're not familiar with Project Pan, it's basically a challenge where you prioritize using up what you already have before buying something new. And this mostly applies to makeup items, beauty items, sometimes cleaning products. But in this video, we're going to be doing a lot of my beauty, skincare, makeup products, hair products, and just try to really work our way through those. For some reason, I have a lot of products. I have a lot of minis, little travel size things. And basically, first step in this challenge is to compile everything together and see what you have. So I was pulling from different areas of the house, different cupboards that I have, different bags that I stuffed things in, and basically just compiled everything onto this one table, and then I got to sorting. I feel like Project Pan kind of originated from the sustainability aspect of it. A lot of people, a lot of beauty influencers were kind of tired of buying new products and not really using what they already have. I feel like for me, the angle of this is more so the decluttering and kind of minimalism side of things. I just want to get rid of things, but I don't want to be wasteful. So I do want to use them and make sure that I have taken advantage of the fact that I own them, use them, and then get them out of the house. Now, I do feel like I am pretty good at not buying something new when I know I have it at home. But when I put everything together, I was like, wow, I did not know that I owned this much stuff and that most of it was just hidden and I had no idea that I even had this. So it's kind of opening my eyes to some new products, experimenting with things. I will say I kind of have sensitive skin. Like, I literally scratched myself maybe 10 minutes ago and it's still red. So I do have very sensitive skin. So it might break out, I might not react to products well, but this is another good opportunity to figure out what I like and what I don't like. And then in the future, I just kind of figure out my staples, things that I know I can always turn back to and that works really well for me. So after you get everything together and then sort it into categories, the next step is to designate a spot in your home that is going to be your store. So basically, you are going to shop from this store instead of shopping from the actual store. So if I need a new shampoo or a new lip gloss or something like that, I will go into my store. I've decided to make my store into my closet, but I think it's a nice place to display everything, and then I can visually see it kind of shrinking more and more. Hopefully, that's the goal. I am heavily inspired by Rebecca from the After Work channel. I love her videos on Project Pan. I think they're so chill. I think they're so realistic, and that's exactly the format that I'm going to be following here. Just gonna kind of take you along, do some monthly updates, see what products we can get through, and then I also encourage you to do the same. If you want to document the process, you can make like a YouTube short. You can comment on my videos and let me know the products that you got through. I would love to hear if you're also taking on this challenge. Now, one thing Rebecca did in her video that I don't think I'm going to do is that she listed out all the products that she had and then she's crossing it out one by one. I am lazy. I typically like a list, honestly, but I'm just not motivated for some reason to actually make a list. I think because I already have the product set up, I'm just like, okay, I can see it. I don't really need a list, but I would recommend doing that if you're a list person and you like crossing things off. What I am doing instead is I'm taking this container and filling it with all the things, all the empty products. Do you guys remember when YouTubers used to do empties videos? Those were good. I think being able to see visually it going from my closet to being used to being put into this bin will really just help my brain and like motivate me to really get through these products. Hopefully you have a good understanding of Project Pan by now. I will be doing these videos once a month in between my regular uploads. So if you're interested in checking those out, make sure you subscribe so that you will be notified of my future Project Pan videos. Here I am sorting through some of my makeup. So in the white container, I have my everyday makeup, and I was just making sure that I had one of each product. I wanted to be really intentional about just focusing on one product at a time. And so everything else that I wasn't using at the time would go back in these drawers. I did a little bit of shopping as well, just to see what I didn't have in my current bathroom cabinet. So I just started pulling out a few things, a few skincare items, and decided on a few things that I would focus on over the next few days. So here's a tour of everything I have. Again, these are my makeup drawers, lots of stuff that I'm excited to work through. I also have this little pot of shower and bath items, lotions, perfumes, and hand sanitizers, hair mousse and hair cream, and then shampoos and conditioners. In this little container, I have a lot of face masks and pimple patches and nose strips, whatever they're called. And behind that, I have some sunscreen. And then the biggest category here is skincare, everything from moisturizers to cleansers to serums. I have it all. As you can tell, I just took a shower. So this was my first shower starting Project Pan, and it's the weekend, so I did a little bit of like an everything shower. By the way, this is a new brush and I'm kind of liking it. So there's a hair mask in the shower that I used, and I think it's good for maybe one more use. So I'll be able to finish that up. And then I also had this little travel size that had a little bit of face wash left in it. So I just emptied that out. I'm gonna put this back with my travel stuff because I do like traveling with this glass container. It actually really comes in handy. I do want to do a little bit of skincare, so I'm going to shop my store, find a couple of things, and just do a little bit of self-care on this Saturday afternoon. But before we go shopping my closet, I do have these Sugar Bear gummies. They're hair vitamins. I have never in my life tried these. I'll be honest, I don't like anything gummy texture. Oh, why do they smell like cat pee? I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I can do this. I'll be honest, they smell not good. I'm seeing my friend America tomorrow, so I will see if she wants these. Okay, another thing I want to do, because I have tons of these, I would like to whiten my teeth. I actually meant to do this earlier this week and just never got around to it. Oh my god, my nails like match perfectly. Oh, now I'm gonna talk funny. I didn't even think of that. Okay, let's go shop my closet for some skincare. I honestly can't tell if this is like impressive or embarrassing. I kind of want to do maybe a mask and like a serum. So let me look at these samples. I don't know how I feel about rose. I might try it though. Yeah, we'll do this one. And I will also do a lip mask. Let's also do this eye gel. This one's from Pleasing. If you know, you know. Okay, it's been a little over a week since I started Project Pan, and I'm making really good progress. As a reminder, this is what we have in the bin so far. This week I wanted to focus on just starting to get into the habit of using more skincare products. So I was able to finish this eye gel from Pleasing. And I also did a face mask, which made me break out a little bit, but I feel like sometimes your skin has to get worse before it gets better. I also finished another floss thingy. Luckily, I get these for free from my dentist, so I have a couple in my closet that I can shop from. So I'm kind of excited to like start a new one. I'm like really into flossing right now. I don't know. And then I was finally able to finish this. I have had this for a long time. I got it from Macy's Backstage, and the last time I went to a Macy's Backstage was when I lived in San Diego. So this is probably 3-4 years old. Finally finished it. The smell is not my favorite. It's a little irritating, so happy I'm finally done with this. That means I don't have a dry shampoo anymore because I also finished this one. I really liked this one, so I think I'm gonna pick this one up again. Obviously totally fine because I don't have a dry shampoo in my back stock or my store. So that is where we are at, just a little bit over a week in. I've just been a lot more mindful about like, oh, I should be using this before it goes bad. Kind of practicing reaching for more products has kind of been the focus. That is it for now, and I'll check in with you a little bit later. I meant to do this right when I started, but I totally forgot, and every time I go in the shower I remember, so I'm gonna do it right now. I'm basically gonna mark with a Sharpie where I start if the bottle is clear. This one is a reusable bottle, but I feel like it would come off, right? This is very serious. So I can actually see my progress. I feel like it'll help motivate me more if I see the line going down. I have these little squeezy tools because I want to get as much product out as possible. I really love this Summer Fridays one, the green one, because it's clear. The backups that I have like a tint to them, so I'm not as excited for them just because I prefer clear over like a tinted. But I am going to use those before I repurchase this, because that's the whole point, you know? I don't need to buy something when I have pretty much the same thing anyway. I might have to cut it open. Oh no, here we go. I will be carrying it around like this for the foreseeable future. Hello everyone, it's been a couple weeks since I last checked in, so I wanted to give a bit of an update. I don't really remember where I left off, but just kind of wanted to show you some products that I've been able to get through. I actually just went to the dentist, so they gave me more floss. They gave me a mini toothpaste as well, so that is perfect for my travels. Speaking of travels, I also went to San Diego this past weekend, and I was able to just shop from my closet of like minis, which was really cool. So I didn't have to like decant anything. I could basically just take all these minis. I didn't make as much of a dent really just because I was there for 48 hours literally, but I do have a couple of things that I was able to finish off. This honestly only had a little bit left. I usually use this when I travel, so I just used whatever was left in here. This is a face lotion. I also finished this Earth Harbor Mermaid Milk. This is also a moisturizer, and I really liked this. I would actually purchase this. It was very cooling. It had a great smell. It just feels really refreshing. So yeah, gonna keep this container because it's a good container for travel. I also finished this Superfood Air Whip moisturizer from Youth to the People. I traveled with this to San Diego and just kind of finished it off. Again, gonna keep the container as well. One thing I've learned is that when I do my next round of shopping in my closet, I think I want to grab things that are just small, whether it be samples or like travel size, because I think I need more quick wins. I'm getting a little tired of like feeling like I'm not making progress with like my shampoo and my face wash. Like it's going really slow for me. So I think I want to shop for my closet and grab things that are just tiny amounts that I can get through within a couple of days, and that'll make me feel like I'm making more progress. That is everything I have for now, but I will keep you updated on the moisturizers that I decide to start working through. Hello, it is the next day. I just took a shower and I have a pile of things that I have completed, so I want to show you. Yesterday when I was doing my skincare, I finally finished The Ordinary Milky Toner. I love this stuff. Like, I've already repurchased it, but like I mentioned previously, I think I want to start going for those smaller wins. So to replace this, I've picked up this little sample that my friend got when she was in Korea, and it is a brightening and wrinkle improvement toner. So I'm just gonna try this. It's from Nature Republic, super tiny, probably easy to get through. Again, I just want like a quick win. I'll see if I like it, see if it works on my skin. Honestly, this has really been the only toner that I've ever had that has worked for me, but who knows? K-Beauty could be different, could be better for me. I also mentioned that I ran out of my moisturizer, so I just replaced it with this little sample size. I quickly got through it within like 2 times. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace it with this one. I think this is like a one-time overnight mask situation, so I will be finding a backup for this by tomorrow. I also finally finished this hair mask that was in my bathroom. I got about 6 or 7 masks out of this, which was pretty good. It's just a coconut oil bonding conditioning mask. Smells really good, makes my hair feel nice. And yeah, I don't know if I would repurchase this, but I definitely feel like my hair has been like going through it, so I can definitely tell a difference. It is taking me a while to get through shampoo and stuff, but I have other hair products that I can kind of focus on. One thing I have learned during this project pan is that I'm now kind of focusing on other things in my life that I can really start using up and like getting through. Like in this month alone, I have read 2 books and I'm on my 3rd book, and I've also done 3 puzzles, and we know that I have a lot of books and a lot of puzzles. So I think it's just kind of motivating me to like finally use them, get through them, and just kind of get them out the door, because the reason why I'm doing this is really to help with decluttering and just getting stuff out of my apartment and just owning less. So yeah, it is nice to also be going through some books and puzzles as well. It's also really helping me stick to routine and habits. Skincare obviously is a big one, like flossing and like tooth care. Like I'm trying to use up my products, but not in a way that's like wasteful. It's more so just like I have them, I want to use them, I want to have this as a part of my routine, and Project Pan is kind of motivating me to do that. Also really random, but I finished this hand sanitizer spray. This has been in my car for so long, and I finally focused on just finally getting through it. So happy about that, mostly because I don't really like the smell and I have a million other hand sanitizers. So yeah, I'm gonna add this to the pile as well. I technically have a week left of my first month of Project Pan, so I will check in with you later and see if we can add any more products to our pile. Hello, it is me again. Today is the 18th, meaning that I have completed the first month of Project Pan, and I am so happy with my progress. I'm like weirdly excited and like really enthusiastic about this challenge. I think it's so fun going through products and seeing it all kind of disappear, and also using new products has been pretty fun as well. Anyway, I needed to give you a couple updates before I end this video. Charlie is here to investigate everything and give her 2 cents, right? So first, we're gonna go through a couple things that I was able to get through in this last week. I have this Youth to the People overnight mask. It's the Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. I really loved this. I would actually purchase this in a larger size. So I took a picture of this and I'm like, okay, in the future, if I want a mask, this could be a good one. After I was done with that, I moved on to this Beauty Stat Peptide Wrinkle Relaxing Moisturizer. Honestly, it's so small, I cannot tell if it did anything, so I don't know how I feel about it. I was also able to finish this little travel size container. I had put some green color corrector like primer in here. I found this like in the back of my drawer and I was like, oh, I need to use the rest of this. So I finished that off. I was also able to finish this giant body wash that I got on clearance right after Christmas. The scent is fresh mistletoe, so I've just been smelling like Christmas all year. Anyway, I really like this smell. It was a good one, but it did take me a while to get through this. And finally, I was able to finish off this deodorant. I realized that I didn't have any replacement deodorant in my back stock, so I actually had to go to Target and get a replacement. Okay, so a couple things that I'm currently working on or replacing. So for the body wash, I'm gonna start with this CeraVe body wash for rough and bumpy skin. This was in my shower and then I took it out so I could focus on that other one. It's not my favorite because it's not scented. Yeah, it doesn't really smell like anything, so I feel like I am not getting clean, which I know is not the case, but I bought it, I have a lot of it left, so I need to use it. Since I'm going through moisturizers so quickly because I have these like small little samples, I'm gonna continue doing that because I like the quick wins. And I'm gonna start off with this Summer Fridays sample. It's just a plumping moisturizer, whatever that means. And then after that, I will go to this Laneige Water Bank Cream Moisturizer, which I actually had a sample of it, so I know that I like it. And then lastly, I have this cleansing water, which I'm gonna decant and put into here. I just ran out of makeup wipes, so my priority is going to be the micellar cleansing water, and just working through this. That is everything that I have for you in this first month of Project Pan. I, again, am like weirdly excited and motivated for this. Let me know if you're also tackling this challenge. I'm curious to see how it's going for you. I would love to hear it in the comments down below, so make sure you leave a comment. Again, I'm going to be uploading a video like this every month just to give you an update on how I'm making my way through all of these products. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any feedback on what you'd like to see specifically around Project Pan, let me know. Leave it in a comment down below. And yeah, I will see you in month 2 of Project Pan. All right, bye. So satisfying. Wait, should I count? I think I'm gonna count real quick. 20 products. 20 products we were able to get through. That's awesome.